Roll call.
Commissioner Gallagher?
Here.
Commissioner Buckley?
Here.
Commissioner Caver?
Here.
There's a quorum present.
As you wish, please stand for the pledge and invocation. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Commissioner.
Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us all together today. Dear Lord, thank you for the beautiful day yesterday and hope for many more of those to come, dear Lord. Please lead us and guide us in the direction you would like us to go, dear Lord, as a board to make the best decisions. Be with those that need your help. I know there's a couple, Laura's friend and Chris Engler, please be with them as they go through what they have to go through this week, dear Lord. I ask this in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Consent agenda is on the board. Motion.
Make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
I'll second.
Questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, extension report. I kind of enjoyed putting that picture up.
Oh.
He asked me if it was okay before.
Did he get approval? He
did.
got approval?
He did.
Good.
It's reality.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Short and solid.
Right. Tasty.
Yeah.
So I laid some annual reports on the front table here, and we have more in the office. I had given our county commissioners and county clerk those reports as well yesterday. By state statute, we have a summary of programs that we are required to give to our county commissioners by February 1st. So February 2nd was the business day that was closest to that. So that's a summary of our work for 2025 at the University Extension Office in St. Francis County. My name is Kendra Graham, and I am an Extension Engagement Specialist. So basically, I'm the liaison between offices and the county council that manages all of the programs and budget, and then the county commissioners and some other public relations. So just a few points. You guys are welcome to read this, so I'm not going to stand up here all day, which I could, because this is fun.
Yes, you can.
But they have business to conduct, I understand. So just a quick summary of overall programming that we've done. We reached directly, and that's whether they came in the office or whether people came to a program. We reached over 3,000 people directly in 402 sessions of programming. And indirect reach, which also includes our newsletters, social media. We're able to record people that opened those or liked or saw our posts, was over 135,000. So we had a really good reach in the county last year. So for 4-H, I'm just going to go directly to some of the programs. We have a 4-H specialist in the county, a youth program associate in the county, and a livestock specialist, all based in the county office here. 4-H had direct reach, whether they did actual programs face-to-face or part of the 4-H clubs. We had 847 youth directly involved and 84 registered volunteers. And so that's kind of a big deal because they do have to go through a system of enrolling and background check for those volunteers, and so they have to be willing to do that, and if they go that far, they're really good volunteers. Also wanted to point out in 2021, from 2021 to present, we've brought over $115,000 worth of grants to help supplement our programming. That's been mostly with STEM programming, buying computers and spheros and those type of electronic devices to teach kids coding and so forth. In our livestock agriculture side of it, we have the Show Me Select Heifer program. There is 7 sales throughout the state. One of them is here in Farmington. And so just in 2025, you know how high cattle prices have been, and we reap the benefits of that through the sales. We brought in almost $1 million worth of sales in 2025 alone, in just the Farmington sale. So you can imagine the other 6 sales across the state. For our horticulture programming, Katie Kamler is our horticulture specialist. She's based out of St. Genevieve but covers this county. She had 184 participants, direct participants in her programs, just related to horticulture, and that does not include any phone calls that she received or information mailed, soil tests done. So that is just direct programming. Our Parkland Master Gardener group is very active, and they have logged, we put a value on their hours, and they had over $4,400 worth of hours donated just through that Parkland Master Gardener program. Make sure I don't miss anything. There was over 150 soil tests ran through our office, and whether that is horticulture, forage samples, those soil tests give recommendation on fertilizer. Every soil test is seen by either our agronomy specialist or our horticulture specialist, so that makes it a little different than just sending off and getting an analysis back. They actually put recommendations down on the bottom of that, so they review every soil test that goes through. And finally, I want to make a point out of, we do have a small business development program that partners with Extension. And currently, you have access to a specialist. They're housed in the Chamber of Commerce in Farmington right now. And they actually helped 54 clients. They're new. That kind of started late in 2024. So 2025 is our first hard data we've had with them. They helped 54 clients secure over $409,000 worth of government contracts. So again, that person is located in the Chamber of Commerce in Farmington. So if you need that assistance, it's free for anybody. They gear towards small businesses, and so please visit them.
Is there a requirement on agriculture on that?
A requirement, what do you mean?
Does it have to be farm related
No,
for a small business?
no, it is anything. In fact, it's probably more likely it's not farm related.
Yeah, okay.
So that's kind of a quick summary. I don't want to take up a whole lot of time. You can read in depth in our annual report, or I'm happy to talk afterwards if you have questions.
Any questions?
I do want to introduce Shay Davis. She is our council chair for 2025 and probably 2026. We don't let them go far if we get a hold of them, so I'll let her say a few words.
Welcome.
Thank you. I came today just because it was time for annual report and just to speak on behalf of the Extension Council, who I represent, just to say thank you for you all's continued support of the programs that they offer, to just commend all of our staff through the University of Missouri, we have excellent extension office here. I've worked with some in other counties in the past, and they're all great, but ours are just top-notch, experienced, knowledgeable, hard working, and they really do try hard to conserve every dollar and work to look for other ways to improve our programs here in St. Francis County. The other thing I wanted to say is thank you for allowing us to maintain our office here at the courthouse. That's been essential, I think, the visibility to being able to be accessible to the public, easy to find, and the parking and getting in and out is just fantastic. I think you all may have a letter from Ms. Kendra in regards to a room that we utilize here at the courthouse for kind of an extension of our office since the remodel and the sharing of our space with IT. So I just wanted to emphasize that the council supports, this letter. I didn't sign it because it was happened kind of last minute, but we do utilize that office. We hold meetings there. She mentioned the things that they do with some classes and some storage. So I would just like to say that if there anything needs to happen, please take into consideration that is going to be difficult for our office to absorb more lost space, just taking that into consideration. So thank you all very much, and great job, Kendra. And nice to get to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to assert that we do not plan to move them. and all from that office. There's talk about storage space and that room down there, but apparently they need that. So I'll have to find somebody else to put the emergency manager in. So other than that, we're good.
Thank you.
So thank you. Thank you for your
I
report.
had a question.
Commissioner, I just want to point out that our St. Francis County Extension Office operates on a very minimal budget, less than $91,000 a year. And it's pointed out on one of the pages in this report that if anyone would like to present a contribution or an endowment to the county extension, they can do that through the Extension Office as well, which would help supplement this very frugal budget that is appropriated for them.
I wonder what the tax advantages are for that. Is it credit?
You'd have to ask your local accountant.
Okay. All right.
Council is tax exempt under a government organization.
Tax exempt but no credit.
I don't think there would be
Deduction but
credit.
not credit. Okay, good. All right. Okay, any other questions about the extension?
Hey, Ken.
Okay, moving on. Sorry about the old cow. Angie, any update on,
Well, we'll have our meeting on Thursday.
Okay.
And I have been in contact with some very seasoned, wise collectors in the state.
Yep.
And so I think we'll have some really good direction.
okay. Jefferson County has decided to wait until next year for the renewal.
They actually, excuse me.
Go ahead.
Greene County, Ellen Isett, and also Jefferson County, and several other counties will not be having the seniors come in to renew at all anymore once a year.
At all?
At all, because, and then we're gonna be dealing with the Bureau of Vital Records.
Yeah.
And, so we'll talk about that on Thursday, but I've gotten some really
Okay.
good information.
So we're trying to get this cleared up and simplified.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Make my
Okay,
mother-in-law
go
very
ahead.
happy. I just want to let her know, my mother-in-law will be very happy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we need to cancel a Smith and Company contract. Motion?
I'll make a motion that we cancel the Smith and Company contract on engineering services on the Burl project at Hayden Creek.
I'll second that.
Now, you want to talk about it?
Anybody have any questions?
We just thought that our administration wasn't doing what it should be doing. So that's why we want to change companies.
Our engineering services. Our administrator's doing perfect. Just want to make sure people knew.
No, the administration of that contract.
Thank you.
That is the correct phrase.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You thought I was imperfect?
I just wanted to make sure.
Have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Now, we need an engineering service for that. We talked to Cochran, and they're willing to do it. Motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the change in engineering service on Hayden Creek Burl project will now be taken over by Cochran Engineering.
Second?
I'll second that.
Questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Permission to change software. Here she comes. We're going to be enlightened.
Hopefully. Good morning, Jessica Mongelay, IT Department. We are seeking permission to change our software to Ninja One from our current Unitrends and TeamViewer. The annual cost will be $11,088. Ninja One will provide us with endpoint management, including inventory. We will also be provided with remote management and cloud storage backups, which is essential.
Yes.
Plus, it will heighten our cybersecurity.
What about ease of operation?
It will, by going down from 3 different softwares we're using to 1, it will be very beneficial to our IT department that we can do one source.
And since it's a cost reduction, it's obviously in your budget.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We do have it in our current budget.
Okay. Motion?
I make a motion, we give the permission to change software to Ninja One at the annual cost of $11,088.
Second?
Second.
Questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Okay, approval contract for legal services. This is from Travis Elliott. And I've got, 30 pages here of it. So a motion?
I make a motion, we approve the contract for legal services through Travis Elliott, Ellis Ammons, and Johnson PC for the commission.
Second.
Okay, questions?
We've got a relationship with them, we've been using forever, we just needed to formalize the.
Yeah. It's gotta be done annually. So. Good.
The cost to the county will be,
It's in this group of pages here, and I'm not sure which group we fit into. It's based on assessed value. So, I'll have this available.
and it is a budgeted item.
Yes. And it's just an update of previous. Okay. Any other questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Sales tax report, we're back on the positive side. A little bit of increase. We appreciate that, thank you. And look at this. Property shot up. So, and this is back in November, is that what you said?
Yeah,
This is a November report, it's not related to the cold weather or anything like that. So, very good reports. Okay, next year is our anniversary of the courthouse. 100th anniversary. So, if you got an idea how we can celebrate that, I'd like to know about it.
And don't forget our 350 year?
That's it.
Yeah, it's this year for, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next meeting, 1 week from today. Other business. Any correspondence? Public comments.
Can I get up there and say something?
I'm sorry?
Can I get up there and say something?
Start with your name, please.
Rusty Parker from Little Road, Missouri. Don't worry, it's nothing bad.
That's right.
I seen where Mr. Sissom put an article in the paper about, either in the paper or on Facebook about trying to get the sheriff's department to a chance to unionize. And I think I came here about a year or so ago when Mr. Bullock was still here and thought the same thing. I thought, why aren't our police department paid just as well as the road department? They put their life at hand when they go out every day. But, I guess it hasn't happened, but I want to address that issue with the sheriff's department personnel. Across the country and in our communities, they're recognized as being strong safety and begins with a proper support for our deputies and their staff. Efforts such as collective representation, fair alignment, other duty departments, and road crews seem to make all the money in our district and in our county. Maybe if we offer a better recruitment incentive and higher wages, we could keep our deputies trained at the highest standard as well, without losing them periodically. I would stand firm that with the agreement that Mr. Kent Sissom put in the paper, that I would strengthen the public safety and would help everyone prosper more. Fair wages for our deputies.
Can I address that?
Yeah, go ahead.
First, we are dealing with that since I'm the one named on the lawsuit. They already have joined a union. Secondly, we have raised the pay rate of our deputies substantially, and they are substantially higher than any of the road crews, except for the supervisors on the thing. We will be addressing if they've done it in the proper manner with the attorney, or they're joining that organization, and if so, then we will be recognizing that organization. But I wanted to point out that we've greatly increased
Yeah, significantly.
with our labor. And I would like to give a report when it's
Okay, any questions on that?
Well, I think it's always important to remember too, is we have to have funds to pay. And we are not a business, we are based off sales tax. So again, it's not like we can set these amounts. It's not like we're limited to what comes in on sales tax. But I think everybody in this room agrees that our deputies need to be paid more. It's just trying to make sure we have the money to do that.
I must have missed the articles where they would increase. I've seen a few people got increases, but I didn't know there was across the board deal, because I
Pretty much
never read
across the
it.
board.
Pass that probably.
I didn't
Pretty
see
much
it.
across the board. And we were told this morning that if they form the union, the people that join the union lose their health benefits, their health insurance. Because there's a thing, you wanna back me up on how this?
You may address that
Go
too.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
From a human resource standpoint, that's one of the reasons it's been delayed, because we are represented in our healthcare by a union. And their union rules state that they cannot insure anybody of another union. And so, rather than officially recognizing something and risk the possibility of losing the health care for that department, we want to make sure that we're not going to do that if that's the case, because a lot of them, I think, would like to continue that health care.
Yeah.
But since we are getting our insurance through a union, they have a policy that they will not insure members of another union.
Right.
So we're having to explore all the
We're taking our time to try to help these people.
So is this union that you're connected with, is that in a road crew union?
Teamsters.
Road and Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very good coverage, as
Oh,
they
yeah,
know.
yeah.
as they know.
I got friends that work for the county. I mean, that's,
Yeah, and
I-
those union, the people that join that union, right now would lose their health coverage.
so are the police then covered by the same?
Yes,
That's all right.
for the sheriff's department, the police, the city police are different.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the sheriff's department.
Yes.
So how is the sheriff's department covered by a union if they're not a member of the union?
They're not now.
They are not member of a separate unit. All of us, I'm not officially a member of a union, but I pay a fee to be able to join the Teamsters Union insurance, Team Care,
Okay,
which is a good transition, because I was late a little bit this morning because I was attending a BJC Health Solutions at First State Bank. We have to explore our options for other health care because they're being looked at and considered. So we was down there talking to their people, which is, it's a great insurance. I really like the insurance that we have now, but we have to have other options in the case that we might not. Yeah.
Well, and then I would like to say something I would tell. Can you bring back the Prop P on there? As of 3 years ago, we didn't have this. We went out and did the Prop P for the sheriff's department, which strictly that all goes to the sheriff's department.
on day one, when
On
we did
day
it.
one, that comes in from the state to parks. It goes strictly from there to the sheriff's department. So that money right there, really, as of 3 years ago, we didn't have.
And at the end of the year, that'll project to 3 million, whatever.
But it's like Park said, that we can't charge for what they do, so we have to pay them taxes. So we have to stay within I mean, we can't, if you don't have the money to pay them,
Yeah,
we have nowhere to go.
I understand, it's like doctor bills, you can't pay, just blow it over.
We're spending almost 3 million more than we were just a couple years ago.
And that money strictly goes to the sheriff's department.
Every
That's the way
dollar
we present it.
immediately.
Yes,
Unless it gets taken away by other entities.
yes, unless.
Right. We got another entity trying to get into that.
And anytime you have growth on top of that, it's not like that money's just coming as revenues. When you add deputies, you're adding, there's a lot of cost to each deputy. That's a car, that's gear, that's a fully loaded.
So
vehicle.
the deputies can't just join in and make with the road crew union? They gotta have their own different union, or?
Yeah, it's an association of
Yeah, okay.
fraternal organization rather than an actual, but we're trying to find out if the Teamsters are gonna still say that that's another union so that they can't be part of their insurance plan. That's what we gotta find
But it's a
out.
definite risk these people
Oh,
need to
yeah.
look at.
There's always a
definite
risk
cost.
and reward.
It definitely costs for them.
No. I may not have been informed
Yeah.
totally with all the ins and outs.
Well, a lot
But like
of
I
us-
said, I got friends that work for the county,
Yeah.
and
Well, the article you're talking
I'm not
about,
afraid to stick up for anybody or say stuff for
the
anybody.
article you're talking
And
about may be
part of my concern.
uninformed opinion, so.
Can I continue with stuff here?
That was-
One of the things, she was talking about the website, we're working on trying to improve that. We've had some criticism. We just had this for a few years, and it needs to be updated. We've got somebody employed to do that now. The election, we've gotten everything in. just about everything, depending upon what the judge rules next Tuesday. But just to give you that idea, we got over 50 variations of the ballot this year. We're having to wait on this lawsuit next week. I'd be really, really worried about our ballots being able to be printed in that week or so we have between that and the absentee ballots. But since we've changed the new system, I was told that we hopefully will be able to put it on those computers and print our own ballots for the websites, since we don't have to wait for the company to come in and print all these ballots. But on there's going to be, Farmington's going to have, school district's going to have 7 people running for 3 positions. The Farmington School is asking for a 30-cent transfer to operation. There will be a renewal of the tourism tax.
Is that a change of their levy or what?
It's not a change to the levy, it's transferring 30 cents of the
Existing
current
levy.
existing to operational.
Okay.
Supposedly, I haven't seen any other articles on it, but I assume it's quite a bit of it would be related to the salaries.
Okay.
Deloge and Park Hills are both having a Prop U, trying to get their proposition for the online sales tax. Hamlet's district is county-wide is going for a 1/2 cent sales tax increase. North County schools are going to go, 4 people are running for 3 central schools, 4 people running for 3. I didn't get a chance to check on West County or Bismarck, but see, there, depending upon where you lie, there will be a lot of different issues potentially on the ballot. The ballot will probably have to be 2-sided again, because of depending upon where you're at.
And remind every voter, turn it over.
Yeah, turn. That's right. You went through that process
I did.
a year or so ago where we had to have them turn it over. Last thing.
I enjoyed that day.
Good. Last thing, the rural parish clinic. We're very fortunate they're going to be coming on the final Thursday. I'm trying to get them to come down and address the commission to address this, but they're going to have a mobile van down on the parking lot at St. Joe on the Thursdays to treat people over 18 years old that cannot afford health care, that they can go be treated. The hospital's excited about it because that keeps a lot of people that they can't get any payment for being treated down there.
For any ailment.
Just about. And the great thing is, hopefully, if this works, they will be bringing dental care and behavioral health, which is sorely needed in this county.
I could use that.
So could a lot of other people walking around town. So I just want to make them aware of it, and hopefully if I can get them to come down and be able to answer your specific questions, but we want to make people aware of it because it's a free service to them, and they don't have a lot of money to advertise because they're not charging for their services, but they've got doctors and nurses that come with this van and treat people for chronic problems like diabetes and things that they have no health care, and they can't afford health care, and they can't go into the emergency. So I thought I'd mention that.
Have to be Catholic or Lutheran or anything,
No,
right?
just
That's
off the people.
what people have asked about
Yeah,
that.
no, not at all. They've
Who
been
was that,
operating in
Kevin?
cadet.
What's that?
Rural parish. It's the rural parish workers. That started out years ago over there by Cadet, Old Mines area where they started with a poverty area to try to bring services to them. And then they've got this mobile van, and they've been coming to Bon Pierre like quarterly, and we'd like to get them a regular so that like bi-weekly we could have them taken care of. So if somebody came and said, I've got this healthcare problem, I said, well, next week they'll be here and you can be seen there.
Set up an appointment.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So I think it's a very positive thing for a county, especially if we can get into the behavioral health. That would be, we're sorely lacking right now.
Yeah, I'll need to get an appointment for that.
Yeah, we'll get you in line.
All right, Sheriff?
Are you gonna run again, Mr. Gallagher?
I'm sorry?
Are you gonna run for,
Yes, absolutely.
good deal,
Sign up on February 24th.
That's right.
good deal.
3 weeks from today.
Just want to give a report on our Trinity Kitchen service started at the jail. So it was a real good, smooth transition. They are now up and running. We have not had any complaints that I've been made aware of. But I do want to recognize 2 of our former employees that were cooks in the jail. Our head cook, Brandy Hedrick, she'd been with us for 8 years. She decided not to go with the company. Doesn't know exactly what she wants to do yet and wants to take some time off. So we wish her well with that. and our assistant cook, Deborah Morton.
But she was offered a job.
Yes, both were.
Okay.
They looked at everything. You know, I think Deborah Morton, she's been there 2.5 years. She decided just to retire. And so we want to wish her well in her retirement. We want to thank them for their service to the jail and the inmates in St. Francis County. Calls for service within the last week are at 304. I think that's down just a little bit from the week prior. But we're at 1,428 for the year. Our average weekly population is 128, which is about where we normally have been. 105 males and 23 females. So that's it for this week's report.
We understand there's a glitch in that company's computer hookup out there. And Jessica's not here. Oh, there she is. We are reluctant to let them put their computers on our system. So we're trying to figure out, you want to talk about that, or?
It's just the system.
What's the
They
possibility?
come with their own
Right.
systems or whatever, their time clocks,
We're
their stuff.
reviewing the contract now to see what the specifications are for their system requirements, if it can run in parallel with ours. Christopher has been in contact with both parties trying to work out. We weren't made aware of this requirement prior, so we're trying to catch up.
No.
I don't think it'd be too hard, as Christopher said, to have their own on their own website, whatever, their own stuff.
Their own Wi-Fi or something.
Your IT talk. So,
Internet,
Internet, thank
Wi-Fi.
you, all the stuff that they need to
So
run their
that's
system.
being worked on.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
that's the
I
only glitch.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah,
But,
if that's the only glitch.
that's the only problem we've got. We can work through that.
Yeah, we can work through that.
Not a problem.
That's an easy one.
Any questions for the sheriff?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Road and Bridge.
Well, last week, we had a pretty good snowfall. I think we came
We
up.
did?
Yeah, 12 inches of it that we got. Most of our last week's effort was dealing with the snowstorm, dealing with it, and then what came after, deal with the snow. We had several mailboxes to put back with accidents or either damage from our plows, plowing the snow back. We pushed back several miles after the storm was over with the grader, trying to kick things back till we don't get any type of refreeze. We had a lot of parking lots to clean up. A lot of truckloads been hauled off from the annex, jail, Justice Center, JDC. A lot of materials moved off these lots. Took a lot of days to do that. After the storm was over with, we hauled our salt from our north barn. We keep a large portion of our salt and had to haul it back down here to the jail to replenish it. We hauled several days of center material from the north barn also, and even purchased some from the place down off DD. It's trap rock material, hauled it in to replenish our stockpiles. Mechanics stayed busy. We had several trucks, I think 3 that had damage during the storm. They've got most of them up and running.
Do you have any fuel, Jillian?
We did have trouble with temperatures. We had some trucks, a lot of times we had to leave them run all night long
Yeah.
because we had issues with that, with the additive we did put in it, just the cold temperatures that gave us some really tough times removing the snow. Sunlight really gave us an advantage. There were a couple of days we was able to get major progress getting that snow off. We had crews out on that Friday and worked around the clock till that Tuesday. We had a total of 27 total members. We had 18 on nights, 18 on days, 8 on nights. We got a total of 389 miles. You double that, driving out of route and back at 778 center lane miles. Our total hours worked for the storm was 111 hours total. Like, so we round the clock from Friday to Tuesday. When it ended, we had 14 dump trucks out, 1 grader. We used roughly 2,750 gallons of fuel. Winter snow and ice material, we used 422 tons. Just those 2 items alone on those materials, there's a total of $9,512.42 just the materials alone.
And you're keeping records of all these special costs.
Yes.
So if the the declarations are made, we can apply for a refund,
Yeah,
because the records are there.
yes.
Okay.
We made spreadsheets and kept track of everything in case we would get reimbursed, since it was a state of emergency, the government declared it. So we
Okay,
can.
I've got a nosy question. When you're dumping snow, do you release the top of the tailgate or the bottom?
Bottom.
You do. It'll go out. Okay.
Hey, good job on last week to all the people working in it. I really do appreciate the road closure. Most people don't recognize, when you get that kind of snow and people drive over it, you can't just scrape it up the first time. And by moving it out of the center, like in Hillsborough and Hurdle and all those roads out there, really made a big difference on passing
Yeah, it
and
did.
refreezing and that type of thing.
Well, like I say,
Traffic will help beat it down.
with those, you get elevated curves and that grader can kick that off.
Kick 'em off,
And then it won't fall and then it runs across roads and you got trouble. You, black ice at nighttime. So that grader really did help a bunch.
That's good.
Yeah. Thank you.
My name, Harold, I did want to say, when he was keeping track of his hours, a lot of times in the past, we didn't have that. And now if the state declares an emergency or something, we can actually,
And that'll
like
be
Harold
a
said.
week from now or whatever.
Yeah, we kind of learned that from a meeting back when we had storms and we had a meeting over at MAC and we had none of those numbers available. So if they do declare an emergency, we can actually go after and try to recoup some of that money.
We want to know how much brush they pick up and how many loads that was and how many hours that was. So we need to know all that stuff. May never be used, but it might really be important.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a point of why we use granite instead of sand, limestone. So there are the points on it. A lot of good reasons to use granite. It's just, I don't want to read them, but there it is. Any other departmental reports? Okay, now we're not going to adjourn. We're going into recess. While the room clears, and we're going to have a closed session. So, motion to recess.
I'll make a motion, we recess for later on closed session for 6:10 on 1.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.